Dangal greetings everyone, I am Jocelyn Damerbane, and for today's we will be explaining how we create our employee management system. So this is our system looks like. But before that, let me introduce to you my group members. Miss Hermano Julie Marie, Mr. Doron Mark Kirby, Mr. Lorenzo Jerome Christopher. So now let's proceed to our system. Today I will be explaining the monthly salary, annual bonus rate of the employees. So as you can see here, the annual bonus is calculated using this formula. So the monthly salary is determined by the employee's position. So we have here manager, developer, designer, and intern. So your salary depends on your position. Wait, I will charge the laptop. Now let's continue. Sorry for that. The monthly salary, as what I said earlier, it is compute based on the position of the user. For example, I am Jocelyn Damerbane, and my position in our company is a designer. Then my monthly salary is 4,000. Then the annual bonus rate is 5% only, and the annual bonus is 2,400. So how do we compute that? Now, in monthly salary per year, we have 12 months. So next, the bonus rate is the percentage as a decimal based on the position. This is what I mean. Now, for example, monthly salary is 4,000, and then 4,000 times 12 months because we have 12 months per year. So we will just multiply it. Now, 4,000 times 12 months is equal to 48,000. And then we multiply it again by 0.05%. And then the equivalent of that is 2,400. So that's how we compute the annual bonus of the user based on their position. So that's all. So I hope you learned something from us. Bye!
Good day po sir and dangal greetings po. I'm Marker Viduron and in this part of the presentation, I will explain the code of our employee management system. First, let's discuss the employee class. The employee class represents each employee as an object. Inside the class, we declare three private attributes, which is name, position, and date employed. These are set to private to ensure encapsulation, meaning they cannot be accessed directly outside the class. Next is the constructor. This method is automatically executed when a new employee object is created. It initializes the employee's name, position, and date employed. We also implemented getters methods such as get name, get position, and get date employed. This allows us to retrieve the values of the private attributes safely. Setter methods are also included such as set name, set position, and set date employed. This allows controlled updating of employee data. Uh, for computation, we created three methods. The monthly salary method determines the salary based on the employee's position using a switch statement. For example, a manager earns 7K, a developer earns 5K, a designer earns 4K, and an intern earns 2K. The get bonus rate method returns the bonus percentage based on the position. Manager receive 20%, developer receive 10%, and the designer receive 5%, and the intern receive 0%. Finally, the get annual bonus method calculates the annual bonus by multiplying the monthly salary by 12 and then by the bonus rate. This ensures all salary-related computation are handled inside the class. Now let's move to the index.php. At the top, we use required ones, employee.php to include the employee class so we can use it in our system. Uh, we then called a session start to enable session storage. This allows us to store employee record even after page reloads. Next, we validate the session data. We check if the employee session exists and if the first element is an instance of the employee class. If not, we reset the session to avoid errors. This ensures data integrity. After that, we initialize the session array if it is not yet created. This ensures that we always have container to store employee object. Ah, we also created a helper function called clean. This function uses trim and HTML special chars or characters to sanitize user input. It removes unnecessary spaces and prevents security issues like XSS attacks. Next is the add functionality. We check if the add button is clicked using isset post add. Then we retrieve the input values for name, position, and date, and then pass them through the clean function. We then validate if all fields are filled. If valid, we create a new employee object and store it inside the session array. This allows the system to dynamically add employee records. That's all po. Thank you.
So, so greetings everyone, I'm Jerome Lorenzo. So today I will be explaining the part update and delete. So this is our lab quiz one right now. So update, each set post update, it checks up if the update button was clicked by the user. Next, index equals post index, repeats index position of the employee in the array. Next is set session employ, session employees index, verifies if the employee actually exists in the session after updating. Next, set name, uh, replace the old name with the new value from the front. Uh, Next, set position, replace the old position with the newly selected value. Lastly, set set date employed, replace the old date with the newly entered date. Next, delete. So it's almost the same. Set post delete. This line checks if the delete button was clicked, and then this line prefix index of the employee to be deleted. Next is the session employees index, variables employee existing before absent to be deleted. Next, unset, remove if the employees from the session. Remove the employees from the session array permanently. So lastly, index the array back to 0 to 1 to fill up the gap after deletion. So that's all. Thank you. And before that, I will give you an example. So this employee is 0.15 2026 and add the date can then delete and then and that's all. Thank you.
Dangal greetings everyone. My name is Julie Hermano and I will explain our UI in our activity. So, in our activity, we created a web-based employee management system with a clean and simple design. At the top of the page, we placed a title and below it we added an input bar with three fields, one for the employment name and one for the position and one for the date of employment. So along with the green and add buttons on the right side so the user can fill in this field and click add to insert a new employee into the table. So next, we also design a table with 7 columns: name, position, date employed, monthly salary, annual bonus rate, and annual bonus and action. So we styled the header row with a dark background and white text to make it easy to read for the user. So in our activity, we used to sample employees like Julie Hermano um, with a date of August 7, 2006, and Joselinda Marbane with a date of January, March, April, May 8, 2027. Both are assigned as a manager with a monthly salary of 7K and 20% annual bonus rate, and we set it up so that the annual bonus of 16,800 is automatically computed by our system. So next is we also made each row editable so that the user can directly change the name, their position, and the date on the table. So on the rightmost column, and we added the blue update button to save any change made. So in the red, it's delete here, and button to remove an employee from the list. So overall, in our activity, we are able to build a simple but functional system that allows user to add, also view and update and delete employer's record easily. So that's all in my presentation.